It was like being in the closet before I was open about my sexuality. Actually, it was a little bit confusing. My name is Jorge Rodriguez. I'm a medical doctor. I always knew that I was gay, you know, from when I was a kid. My only quandary was what I was going to do about it. Seriously, being Latino, there were so many men that I knew or thought were gay, but were just sort of married, you know, and then having sex on the side, that I just figured that one day I'd have to decide what I was going to do, whether I was going to play the game or whether I was just going to come out and be openly gay. But when it became really, really difficult was when I met somebody, right? And I had to decide whether I was going to live in the closet and not follow this feeling that I got, you know, when I met him. And that really led to like this depression. Some of the challenges that I had to go through before coming out, one of them primarily was coming out to my family. That was the big one. The second one was having to reconcile and see how it might affect me professionally. I mean, I'm Cuban, and I thought I was always going to live in Miami, and the Hispanic community is very, very sort of judgmental about that. So the challenges were telling my family and whether I would still be accepted as part of a big core of who I was, and two, whether it would ruin me professionally. So those, I think, were the two biggest challenges. When I came out to my family, it was really traumatic. My father, who was like an atheist, you know, started having chest pain and praying and kneeling, and it became this big, sad, dramatic thing. Really, it was, I mean, I get chills today. It was that bad, and there was a point, and listen, I had no doubt, I have no doubt that my parents always loved me. That was not a question. But just sort of the emotion and the disappointment was incredible. And there was a point where my father comes out, he goes back into the bedroom, he comes out with a gun. And he says, I don't know who to kill, you or me. So trying to joke, I said, well, why don't you start with you? You know, and that broke the tension, but it was that drama, you know, that could have been nothing. But that, seriously, that night, I went back to my bedroom and I slept with the locks closed. Eventually my parents sort of, there was a sadness, but they accepted it. So it was difficult and there was all this drama. But at the end, you know, it was fine, and they came to really love, you know, my partners, and it was all right. So to me, that taught me that you can't really rush other people accepting you. You know, it took me decades to accept myself, so why should I expect someone who has different hopes for me to come about overnight? If the love is there, they'll come around. I think it is okay in the short run for people to stay quiet about their sexuality. And the reason I say that is everybody gets to where they need to get to at their own time and in their own pace. And I can't speak for anybody else and what their life has put upon them, what burden they may have, you know, what pressures they may have, either from family or from friends. So until they are ready, I think it's okay for people to be as quiet as they want to. However, I think that being quiet for the rest of your life is like a prison sentence. So I think eventually you need to come out and speak your truth, and you'll see what a difference it makes. We've all had that aha moment. I know we've all had it. But until that point, we don't owe our lives or our truths to anybody other than ourselves. I'm the medical director at CAST Rehab Centers. My job is to make sure that everybody that's here is healthy while they get healthier. CAST is located at 630 North Doheny in West Hollywood, on the corner of Doheny and Santa Monica Boulevard. CAST Centers is so LGBT friendly that most of us are LGBT. So we get you because we are you.